We welcome you to the Augusta Civic Center as Munson Media brings you Moose basketball. The men's game about to get underway here. Women won in their first game. Jim Ford's team will be taking on the University of Maine Presque. They come in here at 3-1. The Moose come in at 3-5 overall, 2-1 in the YSCC. This is a non-league game. Chase Vicaire is the leading the Owls on offense. He averages 16.8 per game through the first 4 games that they've played. Kevin Collins averaging double digits. The Owls are coming off a 60-68 win over Central Maine Community College last Tuesday in a game that you saw earlier here. The Moose win against Central Maine Community College. We think we'll have a good one here. Held outside now. Collins gets it back. They'll drop it down the baseline. Collins going to do the pop. Ball's loose. Let's see. Check second chance opportunity. Roll out. Wouldn't get down from McGill. And here come the Moose. Rogers went on the take baseline. Didn't get it. Transition offense. Smartly put up and down by Nick Leonard.
Yeah, a little surprised with the non-call down there with Brandon.
So back-to-back quick outs on the offensive possessions for the Moose. Owls go to work here in the half court. Nice backdoor cut. Rogers came over. Said, get out of my neighborhood. Keith's got it. Baseline pop. In and out. Cold 0 for 3 shooting so far here. For the Moose, what a rejection by Rogers. Not the foul. Wow.
And Coach Ford going with the box and one here, trying to take Vicaire out of the game early.
Yeah, Chase is a offensive dynamo, as we said, averaging 16.8. It's loose.
Shot clock at 6 right now.
Little fade away, no. Everybody's cold. McGill had a couple looks. Murray going to go left side. Keith's going to direct traffic. Vila got it. Rogers on the elbow, head and shoulder fake, swoops in, goes up glass, no, won't go. Rebound pulled down there by McGill. Come the Owls. 0 for 4 shooting so far for the Moose. Comes left side to Kevin Collins. Collins off the elbow, back iron.
Davila doing a really nice job right now, just face guarding Vicaire.
Keith's out high. Rogers comes over, set a pick, but they'll swing the ball around.
Brennan's got to work his way down to the box right here.
He comes, but they find him. 8 on the shot clock. Keith's going to go baseline pop, no, won't go. 1 and out always for the Moose so far, as Owls doing a good job on the defensive end on the rebounding. Collins, this is Kevin Collins, 2 Collins. Leonard, he's got the basket. Collins, it goes back outside. Pop wouldn't get down there that time for Harris. Second chance opportunity. No, loose. Who's got it? Moose. Davila got it right side now here to Dallas Murray. Rogers way out. Gets doubled. They came right out on Thompson as they know what he can do. Murray's going to pop outside. No. Still nothing home here for the Moose as they chilly.
Yeah, and being well contested here. They haven't got an open look yet, so credit UMPI here on their defensive set.
So a slow start. This is Harris. He got it over back outside to Collins, but no.
Yeah, on the flip side, UMA forcing a lot of long three-pointers for UMPI, who have been just as cold here from the field.
There's a nice feed inside and finishing off Noah Thompson. Want to say hi to Noah's parents watching out in Yuma, Arizona. Had Noah on during the girls' game, very personal young man. Had family in the Portland area and been on this thing called Google. You ever heard of it? Googled up some schools in Maine, found this one. Said he talked to Brandon Rogers, and Brandon sold him a car, and then
the president,
and then got him to join the basketball team. You can't say no to Brandon, I'm telling you. The born salesman, we're going to hire him from Munson Media, send him on the road to get us some sponsors. 2-2. Leonard.
LeCare with only 2 touches right now.
Yeah, boy, they really playing him hard. Well, it's all coverage all the time. Murray scoots it in. Good look and a follow by Murray. Nice underneath pass to Keith for the finish. Credit Dallas on a nice feed inside. 4-2.
I always like how those little guys work underneath like that. They know they're not going to shoot the ball. They're looking to pass in that scenario. But the defenseman, you're always thinking, I'm going to swat this so hard that they go up, create lanes around their waist. You can see there that Dallas is able to find him.
Brandon McGill on the putback, and we're tied at 4.
High-paced defensive efforts here on both sides.
Yeah, that was stolen away. That was prettily done. Vicky has got 2.
Number 5, Chase McCare.
So Chase couldn't get the ball when he was being covered, but he took it himself on the steal. Going to be tipped away out of bounds.
Noah asking for the distance over there. Good decision by Brandon to work that down along the baseline to get Noah a pass in the corner. He couldn't go over the top because the pass takes too long and the defense would be able to rotate, contest a shot. So I like what Brandon was thinking there.
Murray. This is to Rogers underneath to Keith in traffic. Keith will keep it alive, but it's going to come off to the Owls.
Yeah, more often than not, Keith's going to get that call. A little bit of contact.
Got to let him play. Got some big boy basketball here tonight. Nice look. Good balance on the finish here that time by Kem Collins. 25 is Kem. 24 is Kevin. 8-4 now, Owls. She said Owls come in 3-1 on the season. That's going to be back iron and 1 and out.
That's a dangerous shot, just in the fact that if there is a miss, UMA doesn't have Brandon down there to rebound. Usually you can at least get a tip somewhere, some way, or he gets the rebound no problem. So if he's not there to get his own shot, that's where the disadvantage really comes.
Rogers got a hand in on that one. That's going to be thrown in the backcourt, and it'll be possessed, and it'll be violation.
And nice to see Caleb McGuire checking in here. We haven't been able to call a game yet that he's been a part of.
Yep. Caleb is a smooth operator down around the baseline. Got a good shot. Gives him some height underneath. But he's just not an inside guy. He can really hit from the outside.
You got a mismatch right now if they can give him the ball.
Yeah. Boy, he's locked up inside with a good 4-inch or so advantage. Brandon's got it. Back over it goes. Murray's going to pop it and hit it. Nice, pretty release that time by Dallas Murray. And, boy, he rung that down. 8-7 now.
Yeah, it's good to see that get in for the three-pointers. I think UMA worked the ball around the perimeter a little bit and get a couple open three-pointers to fall for them, and they could really kind of push this thing on the offensive side, get the lid off the basket.
Murray's going to chase down the errant shot. Get a Rogers. Right back it comes. Here comes Dallas. Dallas comes out and pops it home.
Dallas Murray.
Dallas is such a huge part of their game now. If he's scoring,
exactly,
it really opens up the entire offense for UMA.
McGuire cut off Harris. It came back outside for the pop. No, it's loose. Who's got it? Owl's going to control it. It's going to come late. Vicaire tried to get it up, couldn't do it. Pop outside and down it goes for Maurice Harris. I'm sorry, that was Kim Collins, 25. Oxon Hill, Maryland. Some good geographics that we'll point out to you on the roster of Presque Isle there. Got some guys from away. McGuire going to launch, no, but rebound comes to Ches. Now on the shot clock, Ches puts it up, won't go. McGuire tried to contest for the rebound, but Maurice Harris out of Miami got it. And that's going to drill himself a 3. Leonard's from Falcon, Colorado.
First time the box and one kind of playing against UMA there. Davila can't come off of care because that's his responsibility. Couldn't go over and contest that shot. Gave up the open 3.
Murray got that one tipped. Come the Owls. Leonard got it right side now. Popped outside. Wouldn't get down for Chaco. Murray is going to split the defense. McGuire was going to the hoop, and it was behind him on the pass. So, unforced turnover that time by the Moose.
Yeah, I'd like to see Dallas kind of, fake like he's going to take the ball down underneath against those bigger guys. He really ends up sometimes getting himself in a scenario where, no one's down there with him to kind of bail him out. If he's able to fake, he's going to go down, maybe step back, get some separation. He's got a good jump shot.
Yeah, he does.
Take advantage of the jump shot, work from the elbow. I think he'd have a lot of success with that.
13-9. Low scoring affair. Tim Ensign, 25 seconds. So almost halfway through this first half. Nice looking feed underneath and finished that time strongly by Kim Collins, who didn't start, but he's come in here and hit for about 6. 6-point lead now. Rogers with it now. Extended. Goes into the spin move. Lays it up and in. Pretty move by Brandon Rogers. That was one of those ones you defend and you go, all right, well, never mind. Good play, kid.
Yeah, and I like that. And I think if Brandon realizes the amount of contact that they're going to allow tonight, then he's going to be in an advantage going down because he's going to expect that. And he can be a lot more deliberate going up if he has to have a little bit of contact himself.
So Collins again. So Collins been good off the bench. So we got a good run brewing here. Stay with us. You're watching Moose Basketball on MunsingMediaSports.com.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Back with you here, Rob Munsing, Nate Munsing, Brittany Bourgeois Munsing. Get a lot of Munsings here. That's because we're Munsing Media. 9.5 minutes, 17-11. Glad to bring you Moose Basketball. Here's Noah.
Boom.
Number 11.
And I was just going to mention, I think Noah's going to have to take the shot off the dribble, create a little bit of space for himself because they're doing a really good job finding him on the court. You can hear the emphasis from the coach for UMPI to find him, shooter, get a hand in his face, so he can probably create some space by himself with the dribble here.
Can we say hi to Noah's parents out in Arizona? Brandon's got family watching in California.
Brandon just being a beast right now defensively, rebounding. Yeah, they got to clear out some space for Brandon. Good call here by Murray to clear it out, and they still have guys running into a zone.
I don't know how he get that through and get it off, but
you'll if you look back at that, Robbie, you saw Dallas command one guy out, somebody else come through behind Brandon again, telling him to leave, and they really want to clear it out and give Brandon some room to operate. And what it does is not only if he has the room to at least get the pass and go against his defender, if they double him, well, that's going to open up even more. A lot of the time we see the double, in one pass from Brandon, and I bet Noah ends up open at the top of the key or down in the corner somewhere for an open three-pointer.
17-14. So some good X's and O's going up between the two coaching staffs. Mike Holmes in his second season, Jim Ford in his 11th season, the helm of the Moosemen. Brandon a little strong. Derek Healy now on point for the Owls. Healy skips it left side. Owls looking to break down this defense down to 0, and that's good defense by the Moose. Shot clock violation. Great job. Toughing out the D.
Yeah, fantastic job there. I want to point out, Rob, Nick Bragg with the rotation down, taking away the cutter there at about 3 or 4 seconds to go. They had to put the ball back at the elbow with about 2 seconds left with no shot opportunity. So fantastic job there by Bragg to rotate down there and do his job in that 2-3 zone.
Nick, the sophomore out of Washburn High School. West got it back out.
I call the moving screen.
Yeah, well, I think Coach Ford thinks that's a little ticky of tacky.
Yeah, especially with what's been let go here.
Yeah, this isn't a high school game.
Yeah, and no advantage gained off of that supposed moving screen there. So
defensive change up here by the Moose. They're playing some zone here. Looks like and that's going to open up the potential shooting lane there. Following the rebound action.
I'm curious if Coach Ford is going to go back with Vaquer back in the game to that box and one, or if he's going to stay in that 2-3. I think it's a little dangerous because you're going to allow a couple of open three-pointers in the 2-3 zone. It's just a matter to who, right? So you want to take away his shot as much as you can.
Yeah, he's averaging, as we said, at the open 16.8. Kevin Collins is averaging double digits, 12.8. So they got the key thing. Rogers just came back in the game. He had a 3 lined up, didn't take it. Now he takes it. Now he hits it.
Number 15, Brandon Rogers for 3.
So I think maybe let's see what the strategy is going to be defensively. They're going to stay in that same look. So kind of a matchup type zone, Nate. Little run and no, tipped away to Rogers and
again, Bragg coming down off of that top, his 2 position in that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, so Nick giving them some really good quality off the bench here. Keith got hit. He'll go to the free throw line.
I'll be doing what they're supposed to do, work that triangle off the baseline to the elbow out to the arc. And they're doing that, but Nick is doing a fantastic job of rotating down like he should and having the confidence in the guys behind him that they're going to fill his role, and they have been so far. So, kudos to Coach Ford and getting his guys to execute that 2-3 zone properly.
Yeah, well, using the abilities of your guys, you're creating the meal there from the cupboard. You need certain guys to play certain styles of ball. Coach Ford will figure out what is best for his guys.
See, and they'll let that happen all day. Those are not good three-pointers.
Abood Hamid came flying down, but he didn't get it. Good hustle play that time again by Bragg, but given back to the Owls. Harris got it back outside. They're going to reset the offense. Owls looking to break down this half-court D set. You get a good rotation there. That was well executed that time. Maurice Harris knocked down the 3, the 6'6" sophomore out of Miami, Florida. 2018. Bood got in trouble. He lucked out. That one's thrown away. They try to get down to Ches, but Ches says to Nick, slow it down a little bit, Nick. Don't force it.
Yeah, UMA a little bit too clustered together on their offensive set, everything working above the perimeter and the foul line area right now and creating a little bit too much congestion to really operate at this point.
Collins got it down inside. We're going to get travel. Going to get block call, I think, on Chesley on the floor. So,
yeah, that's a dangerous matchup right there with Keith coming over and guarding Harris. And like you said earlier, Rob, 6'6" to maybe 6 feet.
Right.
So,
yeah,
with the reach of Harris too, if he gets the ball down the block, and he can work down there. You can tell how he received the ball. Obviously, the first time I was seeing him play, but the way that he was feeling comfortable in setting up his shot down on the baseline, I feel like that might be a little bit of mismatch there moving forward. So they got to really have Brandon stay down there on him.
Nice feed inside and finish. Free throw line for Harris. Harris hit the three. Now he's inside banging. Got to finish in harm, so we'll see what he can get off the free throw line. Also in the game here, Jake Cummings for the Moose, the freshman out of Windsor, Maine. Spent his undergrad days at Briskin Academy. Quick break for Dallas Murray. Dallas, the Newport, Rhode Island native, will jump back into the game. Harris will finish that. 23-18. 5-point lead. 5:25, first half. Been a quick first half. Only 6 fouls as the striped shirts have let him play, which is good. Comes Keith in. Over to Murray. They come right out on him. 3-point launch. Didn't get down for Cummings. Second chance opportunity now. Noah got it to Ches. Dallas is set up for 3. Got it! Big one! And now we got a basket counts and a push. And whose balls are going to be? Came off the ball. TJ Halliday's call a foul. The basket's good. The push and the rebound is going to give a possession back to...
You're going to take a look at it right here.
Yeah.
The shot's up, and my money's on, yeah. Turnaround.
And Rogers for 3, and the lead gets erased quickly. That's what will happen. So back-to-back 3. Rogers going to not be able to get the rebound, and Quentin Harris will put it in. So 25-24. That was the last time down at 2 for 2. Ches kept it alive, but headed off to the Owls. Fakir got it. Now they're in the front court. Harris. Feed came underneath. Back to Harris. That one got lost. Pop outside and good for Derek Healy. 27-24, 3-point lead. Dallas Murray swings by the bench to get some instructions from Coach Ford. Back to Ches. Keith looks, is Noah. Noah thought about it. Now he comes off. Back outside to Rogers. Set himself up for the 3 and hit it. Boy, that was a nice play by Rogers. Boy, he just read what was going to happen there beautifully, Nate.
Yeah.
And as he saw Noah take the ball inside off the dribble, he popped out to the 3, and Noah read it well, too, and took it in, dished it back outside. So far, so good for UMaine with Fakir, but he could go off at any time as well. Here comes Rogers, goes into swoop mode. And let's see if they're going to call that on Rogers, I think. Are they?
Yeah, they did call that.
Yeah, he kind of lowered. He was trying to block for himself there a little bit, and that'll get frowned upon.
Yeah,
that's the first on Rogers.
I got to say, I really like Rogers and Noah on the same side. If those two can work in tandem together, either pick and roll, we don't really see it too often. It's kind of the NBA game because you can get those shots outside. But if those two work a little bit between the two of them, clear out that, allow them to have some space on the same side.
Yeah, put Keith on the weak side for the rebound because he's a machine over there. We occasionally sound like we know what we're talking about. Nate does. Nate does. Kick back outside. 3 on the shot clock. And I think they're going to find some extra credit
Yeah, and I also
Harris.
I like what Coach Ford is doing here with this lineup, going a little bit taller by keeping Caleb in. That gives a little bit of help underneath because right now UMPI's got the height advantage.
Yeah, they do.
If just Brandon is in, because what they're doing in that zone is they're working the ball back up to the elbow and creating a mismatch there underneath because Brandon's got to come up and play that.
Well, that pass was
forced.
Ill-advised, forced inside. Easy pick-off for Leonard. Get it back outside off the elbow. Dodged the bullet there. Harris has been good tonight, but he didn't hit that one. We're tied at 27. Good one here. Murray, no. Rogers follow, yes. I don't know how he got in there.
Just kind of stuck his hand up, and it was just right there. Quick shot.
2-point lead here for the Moose. Biggest lead of the night for the Moose is 2 right here. They led by 1 early. Dish back outside. Leonard, no. Kept alive. Chesley got it.
And again, Caleb's height comes into play there because Keith's doing a good job of bodying up and boxing out. They call that offensive?
They call it an offensive foul on Dallas Murray.
We're going to take a quick look right here and see if we see it. Oof. I don't know about any feet being planted.
Yeah, defender was moving, looked like to me. 29-27. 150 left. This has been an entertaining tilt.
Sure has been.
And when going after each other. A little low scoring for these two teams.
Yeah.
Took a while for both teams to get going. McGuire almost had an interception, but no. Off the elbow. Good defense by Brandon, but second chance opportunity, new shot clock. Come the Owls. In the paint, good dish. Easy finish that time for Quentin Harris out of Florence, New Jersey. 29-29. McGuire is going to get into Rogers. Rogers is going to swoop. Murray, no. But you got to take that shot.
Yeah,
good
absolutely.
Shot.
And that's the play right there. We saw it, and I called it earlier. Brandon's going to get doubled. He's got to find the open guy. It's not a good shot for Dallas. So
let's stay right here. Well, the University of Maine Moose did a pretty cool thing with students, the student athletes from Susan Baker's coaching class spent last Friday hosting a basketball clinic for a group of 40 Lawrence 5th and 6th graders. Of course, Keith Chesley is the guard up there in Fairfield, so he heads back up there. And so some of the players went up there and went along and did some things with the kids up there, worked with the kids on stretching, fundamentals, basketball skills, things of that sort, and shared their community presence up there, up in Fairfield, the proud home of the Chesleys. Keith, of course, a standout at Lawrence High School. So we're talking to you a little bit about the University of Maine Presque Isle. These guys are from all over the place. We got Derek Haley's from Hanover, Mass. Vickers from Mattawampkeg, Maine. But Quentin Harris, Florence, New Jersey. Nick Leonard, Falcon, Colorado. They've got guys from the UK. We haven't seen Jordan Cook yet. Maurice Harris. The Collinses are from Oxon Hill, Maryland. So quite a cosmopolitan crew up in Presque Isle. Both these teams well-coached teams. You can see that. Mike Holmes' second season for the Owls. We're tied at 29. Let's see what Coach Holmes has put in here for the final minute of play. Down inside. Turnaround, no. Rebound. Here comes Murray. Murray's going to pull it back out. 26 on the shot clock. So we get 31-24, 7-second differential.
Nice job there by Coach Ford coming on the timeout with a completely different defense, going to man there. Brandon getting a good defensive hand in the face of, I believe it was Harris who was short on that first shot.
I'm going to rotate it around now. McGuire kept in play. Good job. 10 on the shot clock. Skip down inside. That was a force into Chesley. And good step over defense that time. 10 seconds coming up right now. So last possession here. Leonard will clear things out and get to go. They looped it over, and 1.3 seconds left. There's an opportunity here for UMA to break the tie here. You'll probably see some pressured defense.
Yeah, this is the best defensive half that we've seen from UMA here early in the season. It looked like a pass.
It looked like a pass. We're right where we started, tied. 29-29. So we'll take a break here at halftime, have some halftime activities coming up here. You are watching Moose Basketball on MunsingMediaSports.com.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year. Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Okay, back down here on the floor, the halftime of the men's game. Good men's game here with Darby and Lindsay from the women's team. Darby, you set the world on fire with all this three-point shooting. This is a big barn in here, but you came in, no problems, just fire them up, put them home.
Yeah, I've been working on it all summer and working on it in practice. We do a lot of shooting, so it really helps all of us, really. Our percentages have been pretty good this year.
Lindsay, one of the things that we've been talking to almost all the girls about, and they keep coming back to this same theme of family. It really is a close family here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It made me love the experience more. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to come, but the girls made me feel welcome as a family. So.
But Darby, not only is it with just the women's team, but it seems like there's been a blending of both teams here. You support the men, they support you. I see the introductions for the game because you only got 7, and it's hard to form a tunnel with 7, so the guys come out.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's been very positive this year is the fact that we support them and they support us, and we always hear them cheering for us on the sideline, and it helps give us that little extra boost when we need it.
So you got anybody watching down in Florida? They've been watching the games this year with our streaming?
Yeah, my family watches every single game that's streaming. They love it, so it's they're happy that it's there.
Well, that's great. We're happy to be here with the UMA family. So tell us a little bit about school. It's coming to crunch time, isn't it? What's your major, and what do you hope to do with that?
I'm undecided right now, but it's going well, I guess. But as a family, it helps me get through.
So it's not only just the sports to help.
Everybody's here to help me through the hard times, even though because it's hard with me being so far away from my family. So with the girls here for me, it helps.
That's awesome. You got family watching tonight? Yeah. Look right up there, the camera. Say hi.
They're watching right now.
They probably watched the women's game there before as well. Right.
Right there watching. So.
Well, that's why we love bringing it. This family back to their families. So that's it here at halftime. We'll come back. We'll have the second half of the men's game. Should be a good one, huh, ladies? Sticking around for that one, or are you going home to do homework?
Oh, no, I'm sticking around to support them for the rest of the game.
Awesome. We're going to support them, too. We'll be back. More after this.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
I'm afraid maybe,
We welcome you back. That was Nate doing some practice on the side. Rob Munsing, Nate Munsing, Brittany Bourgeois Munsing run our camera. The Munsing triplets here, high above courtside. It's been a good one, 29-29. We've got 20 minutes left here to settle this one. When we talked to Coach Ford earlier in the season, one of the things he said that he was always interested in trying to talk to his team about getting done is that keep an opponent to under 70 if he could. So they're on their way to doing it, and what's been a really good defensive effort for the Moose men.
Yeah, and I like what they did in the first half by using a variety of different kinds and types of defenses. We saw the unique box and one along with their 2-3 zone, which was most of the first half. But they did bring in and come out of timeouts and play man-to-man when they needed to, and they did a really nice job there too. So obviously holding a team to 29 points. I mean, both teams are playing really
have been, yes,
good defense.
Nick Leonard out of Falcon, Colorado. It was nice talking to the ladies and finding out that lots of the parents are watching us from their homes, and we're very pleased that we're able to connect the families back together in kind of a strange kind of way, but we're glad to be able to do it, and we thank the fine folks here at UMA for having us on board with them. Renee Grant's a big help to us as the administrative assistant. Of course, both coaching staffs, all the folks here that help us out. Noah's going to launch. In and out. That was halfway down.
Robbed.
1.5. Leonard outside. He's going to skip it right side. Vaquera has been harassed, and other guys have picked up the scoring for him, but they'd like to get him going. Almost a steal. Skipped inside. Rogers back outside it goes. Murray's going to go, but he knows it's off, so he tries to crash the boards, but a Lilliputian in with the Giants. Leonard was quick off the take and got fouled, so he's come out at hyperspeed here in the second half and spent some time at the free throw line. He's got 2 so far in the half. He'll get 2 more here.
Yeah, you got to imagine Vaquera a little bit frustrated right now on his offensive performance, but kudos to the UMA and especially the man guarding him, Davila, right now doing a fantastic job all first half and continuing here in the second. The only open shots that Vaquera's got, he hasn't been able to really put down. But Davila doing a great job of just face guarding, preventing him from getting the ball at all.
That's deflected. Getting a piece of that was Maurice Harris. Leonard's come. The dish back outside. Collins on the take. No, got it knocked away by Rogers. Out of bounds.
Yeah, tough to get a shot up over Harris if he's closing on you. He's got quite a wingspan on him. He's listed at 6'6", but I think his arms are longer than probably his height indicates. And he can jump too, so.
Inbounds. Pretty good defense there off the inbounds. McGill skips it back outside. Rogers will rebound the miss. So this one, second half, is starting like the first half, which was slow. Here goes Keith on the take. Going to skid it to a stop. Skip it back outside. Beautiful weaving throw. Davila weaved his way in. Looked like a rat going through the maze. Found his way in there. Did Joseph. Runner. Lips. Throws the timing of the rebound off for everybody and came back outside. McGill goes to work against Rogers. Rogers, good defense, and then check out on the boards and wraps it up. 31-31.
Brandon's got such good hand-eye coordination. Anytime you put the ball down, he's not a typical big man where he'll go down and contest that and really mess around with your dribble. So,
Keith outside to nail it.
want to stop my thought there because I knew Keith was going to hit that.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, Keith got himself open. 34-31.
I don't know about that. I mean, when an offensive player puts himself in a scenario down there in the baseline and gets in a bad situation and just throws the ball up at the basket, I don't necessarily know if there was any contact. Didn't look like much of anything there.
It looked like, to me, offensive pass interference on Gronkowski. That's what it looked like.
Well, we have a national audience now, so you're careful
that's
with
right.
these New England references.
Yeah, Zekas, Creepers, yeah. I bet the Thompsons are probably Arizona Cardinal fans out there. That's all right. I've got 3 of the Cardinals on my fantasy team doing great for me. So Thompsons, I love the Cardinals. 34-33. Here comes the feed into Rogers. Brandon pullback, got it deflected away. Came into the hands of Kevin Collins. Don't forget, Kim Collins came off the bench, and he provided some instant gusto to the offensive forefront. That was a contested rebound, and it's got to go off the Owls. Yeah, that was the impetus of the ball was caused by, I think it was McGill coming down over the top. Murray got it outside. Comes Noah back outside. Dallas is going to go on the runner, put it up. That foul's going to go on Rogers. Push underneath on the, trying to get to the offensive board. Second on Rogers, but 4 on the team, none on the Owls here. So
it's tough, Sled. Anytime you get any dribble penetration down here against UMPI, their bigs are just so tall. It's a bunch of trees down underneath. They're tall, lean guys with long reaches, so it's hard to get any shots up and over. He's got to be on the line.
Yeah, they went alley-oop, and they tried to drop it down to Brendan McGill, and McGill was on the U of Augusta. Just hit the 16-minute mark. Rogers going to swoop underneath. Tried to use the rim as a offensive helper. That was nice dish in underneath.
23, Maurice Harris.
And Harris finished. 1-point lead now for UMPI. Ches is in there. Ches will find the right spot to get to, and Keith really knows where he is on the floor at all times. Some guys, they don't have the radar equipment to figure out where they are, and you see that sometimes with ill-advised shots, but Keith always knows where he is and gets himself in good position.
Yeah, and he's so patient under the basket. You can tell he knows where the defender is, and he can feel him, using his body, because he puts himself in a situation where he really uses his body to protect the ball. He's a smaller guy, no matter what. Whoever UMA is playing, he plays underneath, and he's a smaller guy to whoever the opponent is, and he always finds a way to get the ball up clean, get fouled, and he sometimes makes shots at strange angles, as we've seen too.
Right.
By creating space underneath for himself. So, he's a heck of a player underneath.
Kim Collins has checked in. They want to watch him. He came in with some instant offense when he came in before.
Yeah, not a bad foul there for Caleb. I think, if anything, you want to contest any shot that number 5 puts up.
Yeah.
Even if that means you got to go through somebody.
Yeah, well, Caleb's going to have 5 to give. He's, that's only his first, so. Moves up by 1. It's been a good game. Nice job backdoor. That's good play by Joseph. Here he comes. Don't know if we have that one we can take a peek at.
See if we get it back here. You're going to see it here. He did get set.
So good defense. 36-35. Mooseman by 1. Owls with the ball. Fakir came off, and now you see he's got the potential to heat up. He hit the 3-ball, stroked that home nicely, gives his team a 2-point lead.
Yeah, what flow, right? I mean, he catches the ball off of the screen, gets set, and it just absolute money.
Keith got a 3 lined up. Got it!
Number 34, Keith Chesley.
Then you check out keystroke, and it's just as nice,
Yeah,
right?
boy, oh boy. Good one going here. Moves by 1. Good D there. McGuire, and underneath, nice feed by Caleb, and he got it.
Joseph
Davila with the finish. Boy, but Caleb was unselfish there.
Well, I think Caleb, being a smart player, understood where he was on the court.
Yeah.
He's coming under the basket and out, away from it. You know, that was really kind of the only play he really had there. So
Healy with a hoop. Rogers has got it. No look pass to Keith, and Keith goes up, gets fouled. And leaping about, thinking he got all ball, but being called on was Maurice Harris. None of the Owls are in any foul trouble. Moose have 6 fouls here in the half, and that's only the first Owl foul.
owl foul.
Owl foul. My fair-weathered friends. Nick Bragg comes into the game. Nick came in really strong defensively, Nate. You mentioned a lot of his hustle play in the first half, so Nick's in there to put that thrust on it. 42-40. And here,
Well, I mean, he's got to come in and play good defense because he just took out Joe Davila, who's been absolutely phenomenal on the defensive end so far.
yeah, well, he's going to be on Vic Air, so he'll play that full denial. Let's see. Yeah, he is. That's what they're doing there. Match up a man and no help defense at all. So it's a 4-on-4 game.
Tim Collins.
And then Collins, as we said, did a great job in the first half for the Owls. And he continues to do a good job off the bench here for Mike Holmes. Tipped away. Rogers has got it. Murray tried to touch pass it through. It's going to go deep.
Oh, nice play
Nice.
by Nick.
Second and third chance opportunity for the Owls, but some good job by the Moose men that were down there. The ball's bouncing around like a Tommy the Pinball Wizard. 42-42. That's going to go out of bounds, and Moose will have it. So, a strange series of possessions here for the Owls. So we're going to get ourselves a timeout. We'll take watching UMaine basketball on MunzieMediaSports.com.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Thank all the folks around the country watching our game here tonight. The families of both teams. We're glad we're being able to bring this to you on MunzieMediaSports.com out on the Cube. Some good people. If you're looking to get into streaming, I highly recommend take advantage of what the Cube has to offer. We are very, very happy with them at Munzie Media. Good people there. 42-42. Good one, Bruin. Rogers. They're going to call a foul.
Yeah, he got shoved a little
Yeah,
bit there
he did.
by Harris.
I think it was Collins, actually.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
So second foul only team. Ches got it. Got some distance here. Goes up off balance. Puts it up. Follows the shot. And makes that one.
Number 34, Keith Chesley.
So Ches got up in the end and went, I'm in trouble. Why don't I self-pass this to myself, which is almost what he did.
Yeah, I mean, he was trying to go up and draw the foul at the foul line.
Yeah.
You know, by getting the defender up in the air and kind of lean into him, but I think that's only at the next level that usually gets called.
Good defense here coming out of the break, and we've seen Coach Ford do that a few times. And
Yeah, UMA just got to string it together here, right? I mean, they've been playing really well defensively. If they can maintain that offensive threat, and get up and maintain their defensive one, they've got a really good opportunity here to pull this one out.
44-42. That's Jim Ford's ably assisted over there by women's head coach Jennifer Laney and Corey Harris, the assistant coaches. Dropped in. Caleb Steep puts it up, doesn't get it home. But that's Caleb's shot. He'll hit from there. Collins with the rebound. Kim Collins. Right side it comes now. This is Healy. Healy, the southpaw, back outside. He gets it back again. Ches on him. Ooh. Key second. Team 7th. That's pivotal.
Yeah.
7-2 on the fouls.
This is almost like having an entire quarter, plus a minute and a half here, or a minute and 11 seconds of the opponent in the bonus.
One more chance to tie it. Nope. Now, they don't put anybody to contest the
even
rebounds.
Even on the 1-on-1, that's odd.
Noah gets double, gets it off. McGuire from the corner. No. Ches rebound. Brings it back out. They're going to reset. They've got new shot clock. They're playing full denial on Noah Thompson. They don't want Noah to go off like a
he's got to create some space right here for himself using the dribble.
Gets it to McGuire. McGuire is going to finish and go to the free throw line. Caleb off the baseline. Took it hard to the hole, which we like to see Caleb do. That was a good aggressive play by Caleb McGuire, and now he's going to get a chance.
Yeah, you're right there, Rob. Aggressive, because we've seen Caleb the last couple of possessions pull up and try and hit that jumper that hasn't really worked out, so this time going right at the basket.
Rogers has got it. He's in multi-lane traffic and finally comes off to the Owls. That looked like a double dribble they got away with. Healy got away with a double dribble, I think.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. Keystone, they give him the old double dribble signal for when he becomes an official.
See if we see it. Hit.
What do you think? Nate's looking at the replay. And you are, too. First one's good. Kim Collins.
Yeah, too close to call.
Too close to call. Yeah. Well, we're the furthest people away in the whole building, but we had the call. We're closer to the Denny's than we are the floor. 46-44. They're going to say it deflected off Leonard. Noah Thompson. Enjoyed talking to Noah during the ladies' game. Said his family's watching. We've said hi a couple of times to the Arizona Moose fans. Brandon came for the ball. Noah's up. Netta. Netta.
Anytime Noah gets the ball in the 3-point, I want him to shoot.
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't matter if a guy's in his face. He does such a good job of creating his own space and getting those shots up quick, and their money. I mean, that thing's not rattling around.
No.
That's hitting the bottom of the net.
Beautiful pass to McGuire. He can't finish. Rogers swoops in. Traffic. Possession now, if it goes, is going to favor the Owls. And let's see, does somebody call timeout in there?
We had Noah calling timeout the far side, but I don't know if they awarded it or what's going on here. Look, they awarded a timeout.
Everybody's leaving. And so won't we?
They got it. UMA got it.
Got the timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, sort this thing out. 49-44. We're back after this.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
5-point lead here for the Moose, 49-44. They'll have possession of the basketball. Let you know where things are headed here for us. We'll be back on December 7th. Unity College be coming over from Unity, Maine. That's listed as a 5:30 start for the women, 7:30 for the men. And that'll be Faculty Appreciation Night, free admission for all UMA employees. And that'll do it for us until February. There will be 3 games, 3 doubleheaders in February, February 2nd, February 4th, February 9th. We got a good one here. Moose have traditionally operated smartly after timeouts. Rogers going to take it and get fouled. And, I'm telling you, if you are a player in either team, take it to the hole.
Yeah.
Because they're calling heavy breathing. Yeah. So you got to know how the game's being officiated. And if they're going to call that stuff, you got to take advantage of it. Brandon's smart enough to know that. They came right out on no that time. See if we can get the ball back. He does, and they yell, shooter, shooter. Yeah, should take that one. Rung that one up. Good job on the rebound by McGill. Really stayed with it for the Owls. Leonard back outside. Collins, no. Kevin Collins.
Quick one and done here for UMPI in the last couple possessions.
8:48. Rogers going to get called underneath on the block, trying to draw the offensive charge was Kevin Collins. He's going to get called on the foul on the block. So what was a 7-1 foul deficit has changed to 8-5 now. So
Brandon went to the foul line trying to get the foul shots there. I was wondering if they had awarded him the call and thinking it was a shot, but
they're going to award him an Academy Award if he gets the ball there. He'll come off the pick, rolls it out. Let's see which way we're going.
We're going to take a look.
Yeah,
here.
They're going to give it to the Owls. We'll take a quick peek at this as they come down the floor, and we'll see.
Ball ricochets off. Yeah, it looked like it got off of Keith.
Okay. Chance for the Owls here. Something off the ball. We'll wait till it's official and called. Going to get a block off the ball. One against Brandon McGill. It's going to be Brandon's second.
Now
Team
fouls
6.
Kind of leveling out here, 8-6.
So we've been at 5 here for a couple of possessions both ways. Noah makes room for himself there. Swoop comes in, gets it to Ches. Ches looking to make room, and he got it stripped away. Got in traffic, and Leonard got it. Brings it down. Pulls up. Owls have been point-starved here lately. They're going to try to bang it down inside here to Harris, and Harris will be fouled.
I mean, they're consistently calling the body action, use of your hips and sliding this way. Any baseline play that we're getting right now where the defender's trying to slide his hips down to force the offensive guy out, they're calling that a foul. But they're doing it on both ends, so at least they're being consistent with it.
3 fouls now on Rogers, so we've seen him manage before. McGuire's going to check out. Dustin West, Madison Bulldog native. Good check out there. West in the game with the rebound.
Still surprised at the lack of...
West with some instant offense.
Dustin West for 3.
So Dustin with a rebound came back up, stood outside the three-point line, and netted one. Dished off into the sanction. Chase Fakir's made some nice passes tonight. That's one that got away from him. So they've really saddled up against him. Ches makes some room. Pops it home. Well, Keith can take you on the drive. He can take you on the pop. He hit the three-point play. 10-point lead. Biggest lead of the night. Either way. Collins inside. Rolls out to McGill, who's got the rebound. And the smallest guy out there, Dallas Murray. Dallas almost lost the trigger. Now he's got it back outside. Keith's got a three lined up. No, won't go. Would have been big. Would have brought the bench to their feet. They were up. They were just waiting for it to drop. Yeah, nice finish that time, and foul's going to be on West. McGill did a nice job of getting West up in the air and made the finish, and he's got a three-point play here. Now they'll bring guys in underneath.
Yeah, but they're only bringing one.
Yeah, one guy. Huh?
You know, with their, I don't know. I guess you're at a disadvantage no matter what. I mean, you got to figure you're a 2 to 4 disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I didn't go to the clinic with it. So I don't pretend to be an X and O guy here. These guys are working this 24/7. They know what they're doing. 54-46. Rogers has got it. He's got a baseline, but they'll shut it off on a double. He'll spin it out anyway. He'll put it up. He'll draw the foul.
And Brandon just got to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Every time he's gone to the basket the last couple possessions, he's got a foul. Now they're in the bonus here, moving forward with 6:21 to go, and it puts him at the line. He's a great free throw shooter, so huge advantage here for UMA.
Pinched him, mate.
Yep, typically what happens.
6:21, you see on the clock. Rogers going to get the second of 2.
UMA with a small unit out there right now.
Rolls them both out. Now UMA small. Let's see. They're going to call that one a block. Keith trying to draw the offensive call, didn't get it. Be shooting 2 here, 10 fouls on the Moose. So Kevin Collins got the first. Quentin Harris, number 10, the lone Owl. (54-48). Hit the 6-minute mark. Murray underneath to Keith. Somehow, some way, went up with it and got knocked down, but that one was let go.
It was away from the ball.
Yeah, some away from the
Calling
ball.
a hold. I think they called it on West.
Six-point lead. Noah Thompson back in, number 11.
Can imagine if UMPI made. They've had some struggles from the foul line.
Yeah, they have tonight.
In the second half.
Continues. Rogers gets a rebound. So this is kind of where we've been the last 3 possessions for each team. They'll go down to Rogers. They come right out on Thompson. They're coming out and challenging everybody. Noah thought about it, but he's a little far out. Looks like Coach Ford wants to use the shot clock a little bit. Rogers went up into it, got it in underneath. Doesn't go. Let's see. They'll fight. Ches couldn't keep it in bounds. It'll be Owls' ball. So the Moosemen wanted to chew some clock. They did, but they didn't execute on the end of it to get the basket. So 6-point lead. Kevin Collins, going to roll it out. Coach Ford calls 3. And blocked out of bounds. So that was a play they're looking for, is try to get it in on the Ches as Rogers came out and kind of a back cut made, I think.
Yeah, that face cut down the what I call the seam, which is right down the paint, has been open.
Ill-advised clearing, and Chase Fakir with it. Fakir's going to go. Wants to make some offense for himself. Floats one up there. Doesn't go. Rebound, no. Rogers will sweep.
Well, Brent is that smart not to go ahead and try and contest that, basically that tip in, which is not a high volume or not a high percentage makeable shot. So he goes to the opposite side, gets the rebound, no problem.
Keith out high. 10 on the shot clock. Now it's Rogers. Rogers is going to swoop, go up, put it up. He got fouled. They'll help Rogers up. We've got a couple of bodies down. Rogers swooped in, as is his wont to do, and now you need execution at the free throw line. 4:11 left. Looks like they want to clean up that water spill there. Yeah, get a little. I think Dallas says, "Don't give me mine. It's too small. Get a bigger one." He says, "Give me Caleb's or somebody like that. Give me some tall guy here." Yeah.
We need some big free throws right here.
Rogers coming off a miss of 2. He'll get 2 here. Dip shoots. He swishes that one. Likely come down to this type of execution in the final 4 minutes. In and out. Seven-point lead. Leonard going to go in the paint, dish it back outside. Harris, no. Rebound tipped away, out of bounds, and it will go to the Owls. That was tipped off of Dallas Murray.
I mean, you got to imagine if you're UMPI right now, you got to look to get number 5, Vakar, the ball here against this 2-3 zone. They didn't even look over to his way last time they had the ball. And again, they're still working the ball away from him.
That was tipped. And stolen. It rolled in very. Whoa.
I was thinking that thing was going to get swatted the next week.
Villa.
But what a touch that was to get that to roll over the front rim.
Joseph just had to really shoot his touch on that one. Boy, that was some banging inside. Quentin Harris knocks that down. 7-point lead, 3:20. Every possession important now. Both teams will shoot in the bonus. So you can be aggressive offensively and take it to the hole. Looped into Rogers. Back outside. Noah, no. Keith is going to be called on the rebounding foul, I believe.
Yeah, this is a good call here.
There's a lot of point going on. Keith looked like he was sandwiched, Nate.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look at it right here, really slow it down. You can see Keith here lining up and just get sandwiched, like you said, Rob. There's no other way to describe that.
Yeah.
I'd have to say Vakar had position there, and Keith went straight up with the two of them, but got really knocked into him by, it looked like it was either McGill or Harris.
Well, it's going to be McGill because that's who the foul was on. Yeah. No, it's Harris. I'm sorry. Quentin Harris, 10, his second foul. So, yeah, the beauty of replay. We hope you're enjoying the replays that we're able to bring you here. Nate's a wizard at this. He's running our full production on the computer and then chiming in on color analysis, and those are two big ones. 9-point lead now.
Got to go up and contest that at least a half court.
Yeah, just do a swan dive right after it, I think. The ball's on the floor.
You're going to contest him with the ball. You want everyone to shoot it but him, basically.
I think, yeah.
And it's really worked out well for him tonight.
Well, that was a nice take by Kevin Collins. I think the Moose were smart not to give him the three-point play and just to back off that a little bit. 2:40. Probably want to use the shot clock. We'll tell you when it's at 20, 10, and 5. Rogers back outside. Murray's going to roll it up and dipsy-do, but it didn't go home with that one had. Boy, everybody would have come out of their seat. Yeah, 7-point lead. Murray steps up on the D on Leonard. It's going to go. Vergeer's going to go up and hit it. That's what he can do for you. Chase Vergeer, and now we're going to get a timeout by UMA, I believe, 59-55. So that's where we stand. We'll hear from our good friends at Maine Athletic Fundraising. We'll come back. We'll have an exciting 2:15 left in this one after this message.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Crunch time here, 2:15 left in this one, 59-55, 4-point lead for the Moose, possession of the basketball to the Moose. So you got a fine line here, Nate, to draw between wanting to use the shot clock, but not wanting to pass up a good opportunity that puts you in a position where then you have to force one up. You see that a lot, so.
Yeah, I mean, at 2:15, you're thinking you have at least three-ish full, possessions here if you're able to get the clock down. And that's really what you want to do. You want to limit their possessions, thinking that they're going to come up and shoot as quickly as possible. Obviously makes more sense. So
really need to, because it's only a 2-possession game. Right. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is if you're the Moose, you'll take points right now, when you get them, I think, Yeah,
and running the clock down, you're right.
Ches got it. Gets doubled. He's in trouble. Rogers got to shoot that. He does. Got hit. And Rogers got the ball knocked away, but it's going to come to the Owls. Going to go off Rogers.
Yeah, Brandon had great position. What really factored in there is the height of the rebound was so high up.
Yeah.
His timing of his jump was off. I mean, if he would have just been a little bit more patient, not gone right up to get it, it would have come right down into his lap. Well, that's the time to D-up right here.
So Harris has got it. They're going to try to play full denial, and even though Vergeer's not been great, he's been good.
Oh, what a pick.
Away. What a pick. And up solidly.
Number 30, Joseph Villa.
Joseph with a nice finish. The Villa. And they're going to call a foul on that. Looked like Rogers was trying to backpedal out of the way.
Yeah, he didn't contest that shot at all.
He didn't contest and get out of the way.
We're going to take a look at it right here in the replay.
I was going to think it was a pretty smart play by him not to contest
gets
here.
it, and there's complete separation there. There's no foul.
Oof. And 4 on Rogers. McGill knocked it down. 3-point game, single possession game. We got 1 minute left. And now we're going to get timeout. We'll stay right with this and talk a little bit about where we'll be, what we'll be doing, and talk about strategy here a little bit. We've got 2 games for 4. I'm sorry, 1 more date before the break for semester. That'll be on December 7th as the Unity Rams will be swinging down here for a 5:30 game. And I'm not sure what the date is. We're also, Chris Kine up at Unity College has also hired us to do a couple of Unity games. So we'll
Which I think those come later in the season.
Yeah, they do, but one of them is a UMaine game. So we actually, UMaine Augusta game, we actually end up doing a Moose game for Unity. So that'll be good for both sides there. So that's one of the games that we're going to do for the Unity College Rams. We want to thank them. We've already done some soccer with them in the fall, and we did some volleyball, which was awesome. And this little camera I bought, Nate, I just got, we're going to mount it right on the volleyball net. It's going to be awesome for volleyball. So, always trying to make the production better here at Munson Media. We'll also be swinging into our high school basketball season. So if you're just a basketball fan, best place to check out what we have going on, and sometimes I have to check in when we get so busy on our Facebook page as to find out where we're going to be, what we're going to be doing. So we're going to do some hockey and all that. But, boy, we got 1:01 of tight action here. 20 on the shot clock to start this possession. They get it to Swoop. He goes in, puts it up, he gets fouled. Well, that's what they've been calling all night. You wouldn't expect anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
As soon as I saw him put the ball on the baseline, I'm thinking as soon as he gets around the guy and he goes up, he's going to get fouled, even if there's very minimal contact anyways. I mean, just in response to the absolute, poor officiating down here on the right-hand side in the last play with McGill, he deserves it at this point.
Yeah, well, Rogers was running out of the way of that last one, so big ones.
That's a big one here, make it 2 possessions.
We got 30-second timeout. We'll stay with and finish our thoughts here. So December 7th against Unity will be Faculty Appreciation Night, free admission for all UMA employees. And then, of course, what will take place next for the Moose, we'll let you know that UMA will be traveling to Concord, New Hampshire to take on NHTI. Our old friend Michael over there in conference action. That's tomorrow night. And then they're going to head down to Boston to play in the NCAA Division III Wheaton College. So they're going to play Wheaton College on Thursday. So busy week here. And as we said, the Moose are home next time hosting Unity, the women's game at 5:30. So busy time for the Moose before the break. So big free throw here to make it a 4-point game for Rogers. And you get that one. And here comes the pressure. They want to contest. Comes Harris. Keith on Harris. Collins going to go, and he'll have to earn it at the free throw line.
Well, and like I said, everything is, you go to the baseline, any kind of whatsoever there is for contact and contested shot, they're going to call. So they've been consistent with that, and I think we've...
yeah, the officials have been consistent both ways, for sure.
And in the way the UMPI shooting foul shots, it's not really not a bad foul at this point.
Exactly.
They've really, really struggled tonight from the foul line. They're
fully represented at the free throw this time. That's in and out and loose. Second chance opportunity. Lynette's got it. Gets it in underneath. McGill went up. And he'll be back at the free throw line. But a few ticks of the clock. Coach Ford giving some instructions here on what he expects to see out of it. They're going to put get some height in there with Caleb.
Yeah, it's a good defensive substitution here to get more height on the rebound.
Well, he's actually, I'm sorry, Brandon's out. I'm sorry, they call that a Brandon. I missed that. I'm sorry. So Caleb's got to come in for Brando. So a miss ought to be rebounded easily enough. So what, lane violation or something?
Yeah, I think it was from the shooter.
Yeah. 3-point game. Need to get it in. They get it to Keith. Keith got it stolen. Owls on the hunt. Good foul. by Noah Thompson.
Yeah, that was a good foul.
He had a foul there. That was good defense by the Owls.
Yeah, and Thompson putting Noah Noah putting Keith in a bad spot there. You never want to inbound to the corner of your back half, because then you acts as a third defender there. He got trapped automatically. I mean, oof.
That's not how they teach at a free throw school.
As long as it goes in, right?
Well, that thing was revved up there at 60 miles an hour and then switched throughs. 62, 60. We got a good one. Out. Loose. Who's got it? Ball's on the floor. Possession arrow. What are they going to call?
Well, we got to stop the clock here. Our clock is stopped, and then they let 4 seconds run off. I don't know if anyone else caught that or if anyone will say it in the gym. Because the clock I'm looking at is reading at 13. I stopped it after I heard the whistle, so we're going to run ours down to 13 to be consistent with what's on the scoreboard.
So a chance to tie here. 2 shots, so. First is good. So you got McGuire, Thompson, Dallas Murray. That's out and possessed and harassed. They're going to call a foul, I think, on a hold. And boy, that's big, because had that been possession arrow,
yeah, it was going
to the Owls. So
these are some 2 huge foul shots here for Joe Davila, who's had a spectacular game on defense.
Joseph's
even on offense.
Really been good.
He's forced turnovers, created transitional points.
And he's played with such great confidence tonight, too, Nate. So he's going to get 2 here. We're going to get a full timeout. We'll take one more timeout. You'll hear from our good friends at Maine Athletic Fundraising. We'll come back for the final free throw and then 8.7 seconds left when we come back.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
While we're away, defensive specialist Nick Bragg out of Washburn High School, the sophomore guard, checked into the game here for Coach Ford. Nick's had a good defensive presence in the game. He's number 12. That at the free throw line. Joseph's got 1 left. So they got great confidence in Joseph. They're not even sending anybody in. Goes out. 1 point game. You see the clock. In and out, and the little guy's got the rebound to win it. Dallas Murray threw his weight around, skied up. The big boy underneath, Dallas Murray, the smallest guy on the floor, came up with the biggest rebound of the game.
Wow.
As Dallas threw that 134-pound body into the fray.
We're going to take
a look at it here. They get the ball where you thought it would go.
Car, that thing, in and out. From up here, Rob, from the angle that we had, I thought that was down and in, and they were out.
We'll look at it again here to give everybody a chance at home. Dallas, some happy there. But what I want you to see here at the end of it again, when we look at it, managementally sound job that Dallas Murray does as the weak side rebounder here, Nate. This is fantastic. Rebounding's all about getting position. Watch where Dallas goes. Perfect position right up there. Get that weak side rebound.
Well, even Keith, too, you're right. 'Cause
Yeah.
Keith kind of shoves, I believe that was Harris that made the attempt. But Dallas, like you said, Rob, on the backside in perfect position there. Look at him celebrate.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. Fantastic win for University of Maine.
Well, this was a good one. It was nip and tuck most of the game and ended up being back and forth, although the Moose did claw out to a 10-point lead, but the Owls came back, and they had a chance to win it at the very end. Got the guy they wanted with the ball. It rang out, and the 5'8", Dallas Murray, the freshman out of Newport, Rhode Island, Downey Christian High School, got the big rebound, sealed the game for the Moose. Well, it was a good night of basketball here from the Augusta Civic Center. Another sweep of the University of Maine Presque Isle by the UMA Moose. And that's going to do it from here. So, we hope you enjoyed this one. 62-61 the final. The Moose will move to 4-5 on the season. The University of Maine at Presque Isle, they'll fall to 3-2. So, for Nate and Brittany, I'm Rob. We're your Muncie Media crew. We'll see you back here on the 7th of December, a 5:30 tip-off in the women's game as Unity will be here.